the start of our trip to Patagonia, and the van is currently at 42,167 miles. What do you think it will be when we get to the tip? We've got a lot of stops to make between now and then.
And this is how gray Loki's face is.
Aww.
Hi, buddy. How old do you think he'll look when we get there?
We made it to Connecticut. How many more states to go to Florida?
I don't know.
New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I don't know if we'll enter West Virginia, but Virginia or West Virginia, probably just go straight into Virginia. And then, no, Maryland first, then Virginia.
She's a geography professor.
And then North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. 10 more, I think. I forget if I've counted the ones we've driven through, but 8 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Yeah.
We did a long driving day yesterday. It wasn't super long, but it was probably like 7 or 8 hours of driving, and we got to Pennsylvania from New Hampshire. And today is day 2, and we're gonna try and get from, where are we? Like, I think we're near Allentown?
Yeah.
To, I don't know yet.
Somewhere warmer.
Yo. Hey, buddy. But we gotta wait for this guy to get up. He's still trying. It takes a while.
It's 5 a.m. Can you blame him?
No.
We made our first stop of the day. Rob drove like an hour and a half, maybe? How long did you drive?
It was at least an hour and 45.
We drove like an hour and 45 minutes this morning. The sun just barely came up. We're still somewhere in Pennsylvania, but we found a rest area, so we're gonna make some breakfast. And I just dumped the pee jug inside of the restroom, so you always have to make sure you do that when there's an opportunity. Now it's breakfast time.
We ended up driving this day for like, I don't know, 10 hours or something like that. It was a long day, but it was overcast and it was raining off and on, and it was just generally crappy weather, mostly down the East Coast. So we didn't really shoot a lot of video because we were literally inside on the highway all day long.
And we probably did a little bit more driving than we needed to, but we just really wanted to avoid the larger cities like Washington, D.C. So we kind of like went west around it and then cut back east below it. So that might have added on some drive time, but we didn't have to deal with the traffic.
Yeah, and none of us felt like getting out to walk around in the cold and rain.
Here we are. We are at Cliffs of the Neuse. I'm not sure, but it's in North Carolina. It's a pretty nice view. We've got, you can't see it now, there's a cloud covering the moon, but we could see it before. It's almost full, maybe. It's pretty big, but it's a nice spot.
This is how you spell it, however you say it. We just arrived and it's getting pretty dark out, but so far this looks like a really awesome state park. The state park is pretty sweet. One of the things that we both really liked about it is that they have really nice, clean, new bathrooms with free showers that are hot.
Not that we need it, but whenever we can get a free shower, we'll take it.
The sites are nice and sandy. And it's warm enough here, Doug can just chill outside. Hey!
So yesterday we woke up in cliffs of the Neuse State Park in North Carolina, and then we drove east and then south, and we're now in South Carolina. We met up with our friends Abe and Mel. We are at Francis Marion National Forest, and we're picking up trash. Always do your part.
Do you think this is like a fossil?
Yes.
How neat is that? They're just like on the floor.
Looks like bone. Yesterday was a relatively short driving day. It was only about 4.5 hours, I think, from where we were in North Carolina to here. So that was pretty nice. We've got a little bit of a drive today. We're gonna break up the rest of the trip into some shorter segments now that we're in warm weather.
It was like 80 yesterday when we got here.
It was hot.
And I think we both had pants on.
Yep.
But
Mine were black.
I was too lazy to take mine off, but it would have been a lot more comfortable if I had shorts on. But then the mosquitoes came out after dark, so I was glad to have pants on anyways.
We're gonna take the shorts out of storage. But Loki enjoyed it. He was just chilling outside all night, and we had the screens on, so it was nice.
The sun's not up yet, but it's gonna come up over there.
We're trying to spot gators.
Tuna creations. Why do people like this?
I have no idea. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm officially a Wild Keeper ambassador for Keep Nature Wild. And it's a retail company. They sell t-shirts and hats and whatever, but they have people who pick up trash all over the world, and we log our impact. So every month we track by weight how much trash we've picked up and then submit it to the company. And for every piece of, or every item you buy from the company, a pound of trash is picked up. If you guys are interested in being a wild keeper, let me know. Or just do your part and don't log the trash. Either way, it's fine.
We like to pick up trash on Dog's morning poop walks because we're already out here walking around anyways, and we can just make it a little bit nicer while we're out here.
So we had a great night with Abe and Mel. We had a delicious dinner that they provided, and we even had apple pie for dessert, so that was a good time. We went for a long walk this morning, and now we just got back out to the main road, and it's a very bumpy road that we were on, so we had aired down our tires this morning. So now Rob is just filling them back up, and it's very convenient because we have the air compressor under our hood, and then I can monitor the tire pressure on the dash. So right now he's doing the driver's side front, and when it gets within range, I'll holler out and tell him to turn the compressor off. And then we're gonna hit the road and head south into Charleston. Today is day 5 of travel, and yesterday we left Abe and Mel. We went to Charleston and met up with our friends Sydney and Albert, who we had met when we were in Arizona, and they were visiting family in Charleston, so we went to a park and hung out with them and walked the dog around, and it was a nice rest stop. After that, we drove through Charleston a little bit, and we were gonna head south as far as we wanted to, but we ran into some traffic, so Rob and I decided to stop and grab a pizza.
There's a line from my sunglasses. I was wearing them here. We got pizza at Mellow Mushroom, and we got a buffalo chicken pizza because we wanted to just wait out the traffic. There's only one road that leaves Charleston, South Carolina, and everybody drives on that road at about 4 p.m.-ish was when we were leaving the city. And we just wanted to let some of the traffic go by, so we sat outside at Mellow Mushroom. We got a pizza. Loki got to hang out with us. He's down here. You can't see him. And then we hopped back on the road, and we were still in traffic, so whatever. But we got pizza, and it was wicked good pizza, and the weather was gorgeous. It was like 70 degrees outside, and we watched the sunset, and it was fantastic. We drove until we didn't feel like driving anymore, and then we slept in a rest area on the side of 95.
But we made it to Georgia, so we stayed at the Georgia Welcome Center last night. And this morning, we walked the dog around a bit, and now we are headed south, and we're planning to take the dog to a beach. We made it.
Where?
This wasn't cracked until I parked. We made it to Sean and Jenny's house in Tavares, Florida.
That was our goal.
Yes.
We have a day to spare.
Yes. Cheers. It's so good.
how much space we have now. There's so much room for activities in here. We're in Sean and Jenny's house. They just left for their cruise. We've been hanging out with them for like a day and a half. But now we have this whole place to ourselves. We just have to make sure that their dogs stay alive. And we're gonna see how that goes for this week. So we'll show you that in the next video. But for now, that's all we've got for this video. So we hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this video, then like this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, you can do that because it's free and it helps us out. It lets YouTube know that other people might like to watch our show. Do you want to see our housemates?
Is that a cat? Hi, Jackson. Hi, Loki. Hi, Luna. We just have to keep them alive.